It's the most wonderful time of the year, especially if you like Christmas and if you're the utility company. All the lights and cooking and baking have our electricity meters working overtime. Well, join us this morning is Ted Puzio with Southern Home Trust to tell us how we can save on our electricity bills. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Kiana.
Well, listen, we want to save as much as we can this time of year because there's bills after bills after bills. So what are some things homeowners can implement now to save on their bills going into 2022?
Things as simple as using your microwave instead of your oven, or if you're cooking in the oven, don't keep open the door and peeking because you have to reheat it back up. If you run into your shower, you could change your shower heads to a water-saving shower head, which will cut your water bill down. Timers, something as simple as a little plug-in style timer where you could plug your light in and set this to go on and off just as needed in the evenings, or a programmable one where you could have a 7-day pattern on there, different times of days. We could go into your heating system and look at digital Wi-Fi thermostats where you can remotely call into it off your phone and change your temperatures or pre-program it for a 7-day week and not heat your house. Say when you're not home, heat it before you're coming home, an hour before, warm it up, and then shut it off when you go to bed, all automatically. So there's just a couple things I could think of.
That's a good one. There's always an old-fashioned, grab a blanket and turn that thermostat down. But my dad would say, like, grab a blanket and layer up.
Yeah.
That always works, right?
Yeah, I've heard that many a times.
Yes. What are some suggestions for homeowners wanting to save energy when it comes to their HVAC systems?
A couple things. They could make sure their filters are clean so it's not working harder. They could adjust the temperature, keep it a little cooler so it's not having to heat up constantly. And then again, that programmable thermostat is another good feature where they could have it turn on and off automatically for peak demand hours and off-peak hours. So some ideas there for you.
When people keep their Christmas lights on all night, do you know if that really makes a difference in the electricity bill come January?
When you're looking at the newer style bulbs, the LED style, I say no on that. And that's another good point you bring up is your lighting in your house, your recessed lights, lamp lights, start changing the old incandescent out to LED light bulbs, and that'll save too.
Tell me about that. Maybe if you know, because I hear more and more about the benefits of LED lights, and we recently had new lighting put in our kitchen, and Donnie wants to keep the LED lights on, like up in the cabinets all night. And I'm like, we're going to burn them out before next year. Why would you want to keep them on? He's like, these things will never burn out. How true are these LED lights in terms of longevity?
I do the same thing. I leave ours on all the time.
Really?
Because they last forever. The time on those is no comparison when you're looking at the old incandescents. Oh, yeah.
All right, guess Donnie's right. All right, well, if we keep up with these habits that you've suggested, what kind of difference will it make in the long run?
You'll see a big difference, especially when you're looking at larger items like your heating system or your water heaters, things like that. And that's something I didn't mention was a timer on your water heater, because that's another big demand, whether it's electric water heater or gas. So if you start turning them off when they're not in use, you'll see a big savings on your light bill.
Where do you get these timers that you've suggested?
Something as simple as these little ones you could get at any hardware store. Once you start looking at the 220 ones that are going on your water heaters, that you need a trained professional to get into that. And then your thermostats, if you're handy, these you could change yourself and put these on, or a trained professional could put one of these on for you.
All right. Well, these are some simple tips that hopefully make a lasting difference when it comes to getting those bills at the beginning of 2022. No one wants a big bill after holiday shopping. So hopefully folks can implement these tips. And if not, then you've got all next year to try new habits. Ted, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kiana. Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you. And what a